Think. Win the midterms. What? Threat terms. I'll go here. Question mark? Yes. No, not a chance in hell. Done. There you go. There, Paul. There you go. Right there. Yeah. Ah, shit. Número uno. ¿Qué pasa, amigo? Paisano, whatever you want to call yourself. What's going on over there? And I don't know, how many people died today in your country? How many people? Anyways, never mind. I'll just take my glasses here. Love the way you laughed real quick. Anyways, yeah, you all get cleaned up. Are you happy I shaved? You shaved? I should do a poll about that. Are you happy now that I shaved? Trimmed my beard? That would be a good poll. I'll leave this one up though for now. I'll switch it when nobody answers it. Excuse me. Sour Patch Kids. Eating some Sour Patch Kids. Because they're sour, but then they're sweet. But you can't be like that. First you're sour. Then you're sweet.
Remember Alan Jackson from the Karen Reed acquittal? Hugely successful case for Alan Jackson in that Karen Reed murder trial in Boston that we covered.
Well, as they run. And then they run.
Nick Reiner is not medically cleared to make this appearance.
What's up?
What's going on, how this might be developing in terms of what the defense might be. Clips of Reiner and his son continuing to surface, including this one from 2016, when the two discussed.
I'm half blind, so that's why I need glasses. By the way, I shaved. You happy I shaved? I shaved, trimmed my beard. What do you think? Look better now? Is it okay with you? Well, we're going to make fun of me because now my beard's short. It's trimmed up. Let's see. We gotta. No, somebody says they're gonna win the midterms. Really? What's going on? Flumbo Studios. How's it going, man? How you doing out there? Cold by you? It was a little chilly today up here. Gonna warm up now. We're gonna get some 40s and 50s coming in, which is good because there's ice on my roof and my porch, but whatever, it'll be fine. We'll get through it. Do every year. 15 years of putting up. Yes, I am from the USA. Yes. Where are you from? Where are you from? I'm from, yes, I am from the USA. That's why I sound like I'm from the USA. The UK? How's that working out for you? You guys still letting illegal aliens into your country? I know they got a problem with that. I know the UK has problems with that. Sorry, I'm gonna. Anyways, yeah, I'm from the USA, and it's a good place to be. By the way, I like the USA. I mean, we have things, like the Constitution, laws. I live in a pretty cool place. What's going on out there? You guys ain't getting the freaking Arctic cold that's coming down from Canada right now. Jeez. It's kind of cold. Nah, see. It's a good time to go out, apparently. This morning I didn't get anything. Well, I probably got reported by a couple of Democrats. You're going to blow up my chat room? Is that your plan? It's fine, you can do that. Fish and chips. Nah, I like fish and chips. Fish and chips is good. Yeah, we got the votes coming in now. Not a chance in hell. I like it. We're going to go by what my poll says because my polls tell the truth. That's why I put the polls up. Yeah, I don't think they have a chance in hell either. Anyways, eating fish and chips. Okay. Well, I don't put politics into everything. No, I don't. It's not me. It is not what I do. You do. Democrats put politics into everything, not Republicans. You guys do. You also attack people in the streets. You can't answer a question. My favorite food? It's a good question. I'm not a favorite kind of guy. Okay? I'm not a favorite kind of guy. I'm happy with hot dogs and mac and cheese, and I'm happy with ramen noodles. I lived on ramen noodles for quite a while. I'm a musician. We live on ramen noodles, musicians, if you don't know who I am yet. We live on ramen noodles, and that's what it is. My favorite food, I don't know. I want to make, I gotta tell you, pizza. I make a mean pizza. I like pizza too. I just made pizza. I make my own pizza, by the way. I don't buy frozen pizza. I make it. I make my own pizzas. Haven't had a frozen pizza in quite a while. One of my favorites is I just had it not too long ago. It was veal parmesan. We had my buddy and I went to the movies and we stopped at an Italian joint. He turned me on to cool place because there's not a lot of good Italian joints around here. Olive Garden, whatever. I worked at the Olive Garden for 4 years. There you go. I had mozzarella sticks last night. Mozzarella, well, it wasn't sticks. It was, I guess you could call them mozzarella sticks, but it wasn't. Anyways, again, I'm not a favorite kind of guy. It's like somebody asking me who's my favorite band. I like a lot of different bands. I really do. I'm just not a favorite kind of guy. I'm just not a favorite kind of guy. I enjoy a lot of things. Sometimes what do I feel like? It's called, my buddy always says this, you got a hankering for something tonight. You got to, anything, what do you think? What should we eat? I don't know, cheeseburgers, steak, chicken. I said I had veal not too long ago. My friend and I went out, and it was good. I had veal parmigiano. It was pretty good. It was good. And another thing, lasagna. I like, but I make my own. Again, if I'm gonna have lasagna, uh, I like Olive Garden, and I like shrimp primavera. I like shrimp scampi. I like anything with garlic in it. I don't know. You gotta have garlic, onions, peppers, Italian sausage. Uh, I do. I brown my meat in the pan first, then I make my sauce. Learned that from, well, started with my grandmother and then my mom. But again, not a favorite kind of guy. But I appreciate the question. I do. I appreciate it. I don't have a favorite food. I mean, what am I in the mood for? What do I got? My friend says this best. You got a hankering for anything? Here's a good place. If you're, I don't know, you said you're from the UK. I don't know. They got Five Guys burgers out there. That burger place is the balls. They make a killer burger. They just really do. It's really good. We go there about maybe once a month, every once in a while. It's a place to go have a really good burger. They got a lot of awards. They way better than McDonald's or Burger King. I like a double Whopper with cheese. Yeah, I don't get to go. There's no Burger King around me, so I live in Podunk. So there's a McDonald's here. I used to love Big Macs. I don't like them anymore. They're tiny. They changed. My favorite sandwich there, by the way, was if you ever had it, I doubt any of you have. It was called the McDLT because it used to be. They stopped making them because people were mad about the styrofoam. They would put the burger on one side and the DLT, lettuce, tomato, and stuff, on the other side, and then you'd flip it, and it was a quarter pounder. It was a good burger. I used to love getting those McDLTs. That was one of my favorites. I had a friend who worked at McDonald's, by the way, when I was a kid. Used to go there and he'd fill a bag for me. Had to go in, or just give me some French fries, and he'd fill my bag with cheeseburgers and stuff. That was pretty neat. He gave me a lot of food, and then he wound up being a manager at a restaurant. Same thing I wound up being. I haven't heard from him in a long time. Yeah, Tussing. That was his last name, Tussing, Tussing. He was my neighbor. He lived across the street from me, literally across the street. And used to go over there, and they would do a cookout every year where they would go fishing, and they would catch coho salmon in Lake Michigan, and then have a fish boil and corn on the cob. Used to have a can of butter. You do the corn on the cob on the grill and dump it in the butter and salt, and it was so good. And that salmon, that was good eating. Uh, Again, that's a tough question. Anyways, let me look at the comments here real quick because they're blowing up here. Yeah. Okay. Take it easy. Yeah. You go to that stream, have fun. Yeah, there you go. The poll's saying it all. The poll is saying it. I should have asked about my beard and my shaving, but whatever. It's funny. Go to another live stream. Gotta go fuck with somebody. That was funny as hell. This is funny, guys. At least I'm getting some views now. I guess it's a good time of the day to do it. But hey, I got a question. Anybody get a bunch of shots in their neck today? No, nobody. I did. I beat you. I got what, 4 shots of when they put in me lidocaine. I got some Toradol. Painkiller. That's Toradol is the painkiller. And, of course, it worked. Man, my arm's sore from taking all the needles. So, well, my back and my neck is sore from taking all the needles, but still burning. So she did say it'll help for a while. I do have a muscle relaxer, which I'm not going to take till tonight when I go to sleep. I'm supposed to put a heating pad on it. I'll wait till later for that too. But hey, you know, guy out of the UK, good to hear from you. Guys, Jimmy, thanks for the like. Subscribe. I'm over 1,000 now. Now we've got a new goal. I don't know. I think there's a way I can do that. I gotta maybe go to what is it? YouTube, the app, the one where I can make videos and stuff. That's a post. My battery's getting low, by the way, so I figured I'd come on. We do have the news on, which nothing new, which is a good thing, by the way, because they have not said one word about Syria. And you know why? That's because the President of the United States said, don't say nothing. Shut up about Syria. They're not mentioning Syria at all today about ISIS because they're going to get them. They're so screwed. He said they will retaliate, and that's why he's our president. He's a man. You don't kick somebody in the nuts and then run away, which a lot of people have been doing lately. They're going to fuck these people up. They're going to send, I got a friend, by the way, he's a sergeant major, or ex-sergeant major in the Marines. He has PTSD. Been in Afghanistan, been in Iraq, been in Iran. And it's funny because he doesn't talk about it. He will not talk about it, but he comes over and talks about it with me. You know why? Because I listen. He comes over and he talks about it. And talks about what he saw and what he went through. He actually had a thing going on with. I shouldn't talk about this. It's just what it is. It reminds me I gotta call him. I gotta give him a call. I haven't talked to him in a while. Last time he was here, we had a little fire out in front of my house. We ate good food. We did shots of whiskey. He brought the whiskey. Always does. Good guy. Always comes over with whiskey. What a shot. And if he doesn't, I got something to drink too. This is what we do. This is what friends do. This is what Republicans do. We have a good time. We hang out. We don't talk about, man, we just do it. And it's fun. And what's going on right now is, I love the fact they stopped the terrorism attacks. And where was it? California. That's right. Terrorists in California. Who'd have thunk? That's what happens when you let a bunch of illegal aliens into your freaking state. Who's this? Nobody. Never mind. Sorry. They don't. Still waiting for the cartel, by the way. They haven't showed up. What are you doing, handsome? What are you doing? He's kneading dough next to me. Guy's kneading dough. I got somebody kneading dough next to me. I don't know. You gonna make some pizza dough for me? You gonna make pizza dough? Yeah, you gonna do that? He's making pizza dough. Maybe donuts. I don't know. He's kneading something though. And I don't mean kneading like he needs something. I mean kneading. He's doing this with his paws. He's making a bed. And he'll lie in it. And he's getting comfortable. That's all he's doing. Getting comfortable. You want to say hi to him? Anybody want to say hi to the cat? I'll say hi to the cat. Come on. What do we got? Want to say hi to the cat? Anybody? Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. We got 3 votes, and you're losing. So we'll go with that. No chance in fucking hell that Democrats win the midterms. No chance in hell. But here, come here. Look, see, come here. Get over here, you son of a bitch. What are you doing? Ow, get off me. Don't scratch. All right, there he is. That's the alley cat. What are you doing? Oh, he's gonna growl at me. He's growling. He's growling. He's like, I was just getting ready to lay down, Dad. I just needed a bunch of dough to lay down. It is just the alley cat. He's the handsome boy. I call him the fat bastard. He is sitting here with me. He's mad because I stopped him. Oh, something just happened to the other cat's probably getting jealous, but there you go. That's the other cat. Yeah, cat. How you doing? Okay, you done? Get out of here. Go. See ya. He's out. He's out. He's mad at me now. But anyways. Cold here. Not that bad. Tolerable. No wind. We got no wind, so that's a good thing. I'd say around 20 degrees. And it's going to be in the 40s and then the 50s, and it's a good thing because, like I said, then the ice is going to melt. Love it. I love it. Yeah, he's more than welcome to add to the poll and run. Add to the poll and run. Yeah, cat. What are you doing? Handsome boy. This is my handsome boy. I found him in the woods when I was fishing, by the way. Poor little guy. He was going to get killed by a fox or a coyote or something. And he was crying. I heard him crying. And guess what? Now he lives with me. Just like his sister. His mother. Not his mother. Her mother was freezing to death. It was like 2 degrees out. I brought her home. And they fought. He was pissed. Oh, was he pissed when I brought her home? He goes, who the hell's this? I actually have scars to prove it. And she was pregnant. She had 5 kittens. Every kitten got a home, including the one that was supposed to go to somebody, but they didn't take her. So kept asking me to bring her somewhere and didn't show up. And I actually had her in the car one day, went there, waited for her. She didn't show up. My buddy's cat, Tigger, he's funny. My buddy calls me, you got to come over to the house. He finds this little kitten in his yard. It's like they drop them off here, It's like they just drop them off. People like have cats and then they just drop them off. Anyways, Tigger, he's a hot shit. He's a part Maine Coon. Got the big furry tail and the big ears and big black paws. And he's not a Maine Coon. He's a mutt. But he was covered in fleas. I went over there. I was going to take him in. And he said, and then his girlfriend said, oh, well, let's keep him. And so he was covered in fleas. So anyways, I went to the store. I went back to his house. And he was too little to treat. Unlike these two. And I said, and I brought the flea spray, and I sprayed him down right on the top of the boat. We were doing a boat, flipped over on a couple of horses, sahasses. That's what they call them here in New England, sahas. You know what a sahas is? It's a sawhorse. And I said, watch this, and I pinned him down, and I sprayed him full of the stuff, and God, 100 fleas came off that poor little bastard. And he doesn't like anybody. And he does not like anybody except for me. I come over, he hears my voice. He's like, "It's Paul!" He comes out. He said, "What are you doing?" Actually, snubbed me today, but whatever. I stopped by my friend's house today for a little bit. So, anyways, shout out to Tigger, the little son of a bitch cat, who's living with my buddy now. And good thing for him. Good thing for him and my buddy. We all need a little love in our lives. Again, I said this yesterday. I said it the day before. Wow, this guy. See, this is what I would have done. Guy who's shooting people in Australia. I would have attacked that motherfucker so quick it wouldn't have been funny. I would have been all over that son of a bitch. Grabbed the butt of that rifle and smacked him in the head a few times. He didn't shoot him, by the way. Yeah, crazy. What a bunch of crap going on. Yeah, what a bunch of crap. But the little guy. So yeah, we're all just little guys. You're nothing. And again, what was I gonna say? I got off track. Was every page is just a page getting to the next chapter. On the next chapter here. So let's get to the next chapter. You know. Yeah, I keep getting people. I don't know how this works. By the way, I keep getting number 2, number 1, number 3, different people I've never seen that show up in their number 1. I guess that's number 1 for the moment. You said more stuff today than you did yesterday, or you changed your name and you were already number 1. And yes, I'm blind, so that's why I have glasses. What do you think? Yeah, better? You gonna call me Santa Claus today? Yeah, you gonna call me Santa Claus today? You gonna do that? Come on, I don't look like Santa Claus today, do I? Told you. Okay, let's go through the ticker tape. What do we got? What was that? Sanders. Don't know who he is. Oh, Arkansas Governor Sanders can't allow fear to dictate our lives. Well, that's funny because people are killing each other in the streets, for Christ's sakes. In democratic cities. Politics. You want to talk UFOs? Anybody want to talk UFOs? Don't think so. UFOs? You got anything with UFOs? Anything real? New? Someone? Anybody seen a UFO lately? Except for that comet that flew through and circled around the entire solar system and changed paths and went back to where it came from. I wonder what that was all about. Yeah. I don't know. Anybody know what Puma Punku is? I'm going to put that up as a poll. That'll be funny. I think I'm not going to do that because I already know the answer. You probably never even heard of it. Look it up. Puma Punku. Pumupunka. Puma Punku. I'm gonna do a video about it here sooner or later. I actually should put pictures up and I'll do a video on my channel about that, not a live video. And then we'll talk about it live after. Anyways. Hey, what are you doing? Get out of there. There's no food in that bag. You can go in the bag. I leave the bags for him. He likes the bags. Go in the bag. Yeah, go in the bag. Paper bag. He likes the paper bags. So does the other one. She likes the paper bags too. Don't you? She likes the paper bags. He likes the paper bags. See, there he is, sitting up here. There you go. What are you doing? Hi. He's watching my back. He got my back, this boy. Anyways. Puma Punko. 0? Okay, good. Cheers. Gosh. Is it or is it down 0?
Their willingness to put on a uniform and serve not just our state but our country in an incredible way.
Ah, crap.
So much happening around the world that we have people that are willing to step up and put their lives on the line.
Anybody got anything to say? Please say something. Don't have to talk to myself. Whatever. You don't have to. I'll keep talking to myself. I will be playing guitar later, just in case. It's Tuesday. There's nothing on, so not a lot going on around here. So I will be playing guitar in a little while. Found my pick. One of them, anyway. I should have asked my buddy. He probably had a couple picks laying around. He got in a bike accident, my friend. Busted both his wrists up really bad. Snapped his femur. He was at Bike Week in Laconia and on a rear-ended somebody because he wasn't paying attention and was in the hospital for, I don't know, 3.5, 4 weeks. Finally got out. Still hurting. Never be the same. Had multiple surgeries. Still going in for more surgeries, which is not going to change nothing. Speaking of surgeries, I just got 5 shots in my back, so thank God it was my PC. I didn't have to go to the orthopedic place. I got a good doctor for now, and she's probably not going to be there very long. But if you find a doctor you like, keep him. If you find a doctor you don't like, move along. Kind of what's happening with me. I had a couple doctors I didn't like. Had one doctor I liked. He wound up getting busted. It's all over the front page of the papers and all over the news for sleeping with one of his patients. I liked that guy too. He was a good doctor. He helped me a lot. He was a good doctor. So if you get a good doctor, there you go. I'm going to change the poll here because I already knew the answer. There's no way they're going to win the midterms. Not a chance in hell. And we're only up to 5 votes. I'd like to hear somebody say, by the way, any one of you guys who votes here and says yes, tell me why. Can you tell me why? Anybody here that says yes on this poll, one person, can you tell me why you think the Democrats will win the midterms? Why? What do you got? Who you got? Who's going to win? Who is going to win the midterms? Well, 60-40, pretty much the same thing that happened in the last election. Same thing that happened. It was there. It was written in stone. Nobody cheated, unlike when Biden got in. You know, the whole COVID thing. We should have just put up how many vaccinations did you get. And nobody's going to answer. Yeah, can't answer a question. I bet if we were live and you were on and I started talking, you would cut me off if you were a Democrat. Okay, here we go. We got somebody said something. Welcome to the club, my friend. Welcome to the club. Where you from? What's going on? What do you got? Waylon 05U. Okay, welcome to the club, man. You're in. It was a free pass. You didn't even have to pay anything to get in. Pretty cool, huh? Did you vote on the poll? And if you did, what'd you say?
Fixtures and shower heads. Everything was customized the way I wanted it.
Yeah, you're a kid. Okay. You're all kids. That's YouTube for you. Of course you're a kid. Do you live in your mother's basement? If you say I'm a kid, you live in your mother's basement, or you still live in a room in your mother's house. Yeah, that's cool. Fine, you're a kid. You're not. I put this up as if if you're young, that's on your parents, not me, and on YouTube. I'm a kid. That's what you're gonna do. Yeah, that's what you guys do. Of course you're a kid. Surrounded by kids. Young punks. Anyways. Everybody say hi to the kid that came here and had to announce he was a kid. That's all he's doing is announcing he's a kid. So what? You're a kid. Are you proud of being a kid? I bet you're a virgin too. You're a virgin, aren't you? Yes. Pretty much like 90% of the people that show up on my page, virgins. I get mad at the fact that I call them out for being a virgin. Anyways, yeah, Democrats are still losing. Okay, yes, no, said hi. You said hi. You said hi twice now, so still haven't answered my question. Where are you from, kid? We'll call him kid. Where are you from, kid? What part of the country? What part of the world? You're a kid. We get it. You said that. You said hi. Where are you from? Yeah, one word, blowing up my chat room. There you go. You're a kid. We get it. Where are you from? Ohio? Does that say Ohio? Okay, you know what? I used to go to Ohio once in a while. My sister lived in Cuyahoga Falls. You know where that's at? Not far from the NFL Hall of Fame. Not far from Cleveland. Best zoo I went to in a long time was Cleveland. The Cleveland Zoo. Really cool place, man. Can you say more than one word? I guarantee you won't. But yeah, Cleveland Zoo, cool place. They had a crocodile there. That was the coolest shit I ever saw. No, you can't answer one. I already knew that. Anyways, Cleveland Zoo, really cool place to go to. Was really cool. It's I grew up in the Midwest, so I used to go to Lincoln Park Zoo and Brookfield Zoo, and I've been to San Diego Zoo. That was a good trip. That was a day trip. My mom's friend, her husband worked for United Airlines, and we got tickets to fly to San Diego one day. We flew to San Diego, slept on the plane, got up at like 4 in the morning, went to the zoo, and flew back. That was pretty neat. That was cool. And again, Ohio Zoo, one of my favorite zoos. If you were ever in Cleveland, I don't know. You said Ohio twice. Yeah, I don't know what part of Ohio you're from. So Cuyahoga Falls, that was near, again, where was the Football Hall of Fame? It's right outside of Cleveland. We had a really good thing. Hey, I remember you, Shelly. Is that Dorothy? Was that your name? I think it was. Is that, yeah. I knew it. I told you I'd remember you. How you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. Good to see you again. Thanks for coming back. I was just talking to this guy who's blowing up my chat room. Nothing new here. He's the number one commenter and still has only said one word shit. But, he's from Ohio. Good to see you, sweetheart. Thanks for coming back. I figured I'd come on before my phone dies. Anyways, what's going on? Ah, it's funny. Yes, it was. Dorothy! Good to see you're back on. Anyways, I was just telling him about Ohio. He says he's from Ohio. Somebody just sent me a reel. Uh, and yeah, I was just asking him, I've been to Ohio. I've been there, seen it, done it. And quite a few times, as a matter of fact. My sister lived there. She had friends there. Last time I drove through from New Hampshire to the city, the big city, the place the Bears are at. Ah, these guys, yeah, they got a game coming Saturday, by the way. We'll talk about that on the weekend. You're from the UK? Okay, you're another one. You're second person from the UK today on my page. Um, we never talked about where you were from. We didn't. But Ohio, cool state, liked it. Again, uh, NFL Hall of Fame, and one of the best zoos I have ever seen. The coolest part of that zoo, I was just explaining to Mr. Ohio that when we went there was really the two coolest things I saw there were they had Komodo dragons, which I mean they did too. They're big. You ever seen a Komodo dragon? I'm sure you have on TV. You're from New England. I love it. You're joking with me. New England is in UK or New England is in where I'm at right now. The the Komodo dragons were wicked cool. They had like a pen of them, and you didn't dare get near one of those. They're gonna New England, UK. Okay, I got you. Well, you gotta realize I live in New England, America. Yeah, New Hampshire, Maine, Massachusetts, Rhode Island. Yeah, which is, more crap going on here in Rhode Island with this guy that shot people. But Ohio, the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life at a zoo was it was an 18-foot crocodile in a tank. And you literally could walk up to the glass, and this crocodile's in a tank. And it's right there in front of you. Its head was, God, you can't see my hands. Look, I'll sit back. His head, you still can't see my hands. His head was 5 feet long. And he was, like I said, about an 18-foot crocodile. And that thing was massive and scary as fuck. I've been to plenty of alligator parks. I don't know if you live in America, it's kind of a thing. You go to Florida, you see the alligator park, you feed them hot dogs. I don't know, fed a lot of alligators hot dogs. Yes, Shelly, my friend here, Dorothy, is saying I once saw a crackhead riding a donkey across my street into my driveway. There you go. That's I can't top that. I would, should have fed him to the crocodile I saw. That would have been a good video. Yeah, that would be a great viral video. Throw the crackhead into the pool, watch the crocodile take him down, drown him, stick him under a log. That would have been funny. It wouldn't have been funny. It would have been creepy, but it, yeah. Fortunately, yeah, you're back already. Anyways, yeah, the crocodile thing. I saw a video once of they do this, and I think it's Taiwan. It's definitely in Asia somewhere where they have these big crocodiles that they have and they have tanks, and this guy, he would stick his hand in the crocodile's mouths and One time he stuck his hand in the crocodile's mouth. The crocodile went snap. Yeah, it has something to do with sweat or something. The same thing with alligators. You see the guys with alligators here, they open their mouths and, they're sweating and boom, they snap. And, they touch the bottom of their jaw, they snap. But they're so quick. The guys know how to deal with the alligators. And they go, and then the alligator snaps. Well, this crocodile had nothing to do with it. The guy stuck his hand in the crocodile's mouth. I've seen the video. I gotta find it. I don't think you can find it right now, but that poor bastard. The crocodile snaps his arm and goes into a death roll. You know what a death roll is? It's when an alligator or crocodile goes into a death roll, grabs this guy's friggin' hand and arm and just frickin' starts spinning. And the guy's like, he spun around 3 times before he even moved. And then it kept spinning on him. And the guy's like, help. And too late. That guy, I guarantee that arm never worked again. So, don't stick here's a tip for you young kids out there. Don't stick your arm in a crocodile's mouth. Don't do it. Stupid. Then again, that poor bastard. And I still, don't do it. Don't stick your arm in a crocodile's mouth. That crocodile fucked that guy up so bad it wasn't funny. It took 5 people to get him out of the crocodile's mouth. I don't know if that guy, there's no way, that arm survives. No way. That crocodile just screwed him up pretty bad. I don't think he ever did another crocodile show after that. I mean, he couldn't stick his arm in the crocodile's mouth because his arm was gone. Literally snapped it around like nothing. Hey, let me ask you guys this. There you go. We'll skip we already knew what was going to happen here with the polls. Only 7 votes. That's fine. Still proves the point. What do you think? Anybody out there? What do you think about, everybody's bitching about Trump blowing up boats in the ocean. Well, I know one thing. I've been on fishing boats. A lot of them, as a matter of fact. I had a friend who fished on a tuna boat. I know guys that fished on tuna boats. I live in New England. That's what you do. I fished on many boats. I got my own boats. What do you think about the people getting all pissed off about them blowing the crap out of these people out of the water? Anybody got anything to say? Anybody? Doubt it. No, I won't hear about it. Blow them out of the fucking water. There you go. And Kennedy's talking about it. It's intel. Exactly. I said this 3 weeks ago. I'm saying this. They're not just blowing up boats for the fun of it. They have intel. And you know what they also have is satellites. And they see the satellite images. They know what they're doing. They know they're just loading trucks and trying to run them. And again, I've said this a dozen times by now. They got 4 motors on them, 120 horse Mercs, 100, 200 horse Mercs, 600 horses, 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's call it 800 horsepower motors. You ever been in a bass tournament? I have. Yeah, you use a 150 horse Merc. You know what you do? Well, you know what you use it for? Is to get to the next fishing spot. They're just You know, they're there to deal drugs and they're getting blown out of the water. This is great. This is what we hired Trump for, is to get rid of these fuckers. Blow up, attack. That's what they've been doing. Again, if you didn't see, Trump just said something about making fentanyl a terror. What did he call it? Anyways, it doesn't matter. He's already stopped it. He stopped it quite a bit. Less people are dying. He's stopped crime. I mean, unless you live in California. Yeah, here you go. Here, I'm watching it right now. FBI arrests 4 terror attack suspects that were gonna blow up shit in California. Wasn't in a Democratic or a Republican city. Only in Democratic cities. Yeah, because they let them in. They let them in. They're, what do they call them? Sanctuary states? Or give me a fucking break. And people are still bitching about it. Death to America, long live Turtle Islam, Turtle Island. Yeah, look at what happened in Australia yesterday or the day before. I don't know how many days, but it's crazy. These people, they're just. That's what you wanted. You voted for that if you voted Democrat. You voted for people to die. How many people have been raped and murdered in the last month by illegal aliens? How many? None. I haven't heard of anybody except for the girl that got killed on the train that burned. She's dead, by the way. She died. Yeah, the girl that they lit on fire. You know, one of the creepy fuckers lit her on fire. Yeah, and he was, 72 freaking felony? 72 arrests, 14 felony charges, let out by a Democratic judge. And what does he do? Just for the fun of it, lights a girl on fire on the middle of a train in Chicago. Yeah, I haven't even looked up how many people died in Chicago this weekend. Doesn't seem to matter to anybody. Yeah, they just shoot each other to death. I've been saying it for a fucking long time. The last time I was in Chicago was 4th of July. Was it 38? Did you look it up? I don't know, man. I didn't look it up. It doesn't matter. Nobody's going to listen to me. Yeah. Is it on the news today? Are they putting this on MSNBC and CNN? No. It's on WGN. I guarantee it is Chicago. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. It's the same number. Again, back to what I was saying. I go to see my dad in Chicago. 98 people shot during the 4th of July weekend. I didn't even know it was the 4th of July. I had planned a trip and went to go see my old man. It had been a while, but quite a while. And I said, I'm coming out. I'll be there. He sent a limo for me because he hated driving the second time I went. After that time, I fly into O'Hare. He sent a limo for me. I actually took a limo. That was pretty cool. Bottle of scotch in the limo. Got taken back to where I grew up, and my dad was waiting. It was cool. Another one was a bus. It was a limo, they called it. Wasn't. It was just a bus. It's a really nice woman, too. Black woman. She was really, really cool. She, came out trying to pick up my bags. I was like, no. She drove me all the way back from O'Hare. And then the time after that, I flew a puddle jumper. Call them puddle jumpers. It was just a 2-prop plane. It wasn't a jet. It was a 2-prop plane. My dad picked me up at Milwaukee Airport, and it was pretty neat. It was a good story. My dad picks me up at Milwaukee Airport. And he goes, "You want to go to the Broad Stop? If you ever been to Milwaukee, you gotta go to the Broad Stop. You want to go to the Broad Stop? Oh, hell yeah!" And we also went to he was a horse butter. You know, a lot of guys that own horses, and he goes, "Yeah, we're gonna go stop at the Broad Stop weekend." And funny story again. This is a story, but it's true. We stop at the brat stop. We're sitting there. I got a couple of brats, and my dad's like said something, and so this is the first place I ever used my fake ID. He goes, "Yeah, I know." He was like, "I know," because I had a fake ID, but that was when you could. Ah. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, this guy's blowing up my page. It must have been. Yeah, he's still. At least he's saying more than 2 words, 3 words. Might have been a weekend before. Okay, yeah, we're talking about Chicago. How many people got? 20 was 17 wounded, 3 dead. Yeah, must have been too cold this weekend. That's not funny, but yeah. Or Democrats didn't drop off the ammo. Yeah. BBT, every bullet's trajectory. It's really sickening what is happening right now. And Pritzker's the guy that's, doesn't want this to end. People in Chicago right now, they are begging Trump to send the National Guard in there. They really are. And so they should. They could have ended this already. I got to tell you, my friend, we got user, I don't know what year. He got a weird name, but well, guess what? He offered to stop this. And now people are begging him to stop this. And Pritzker's fighting it. That fat fuck of a governor. And the mayor is even now begging Trump to come. And everybody in Chicago, especially downtown South Side, I'll tell you another story after this. They want this to end. And I've been saying it all along. Put a cage around the South Side. Let them shoot each other. Put them in a cage. Let them all kill each other. And the people that survive, well, maybe they'll be okay. Or they leave. Get the fuck out of there. You remember when Jane Byrne, you probably don't even know who that is. Mayor Jane Byrne built Cabrini Green. She built beautiful apartments for low-income people. Yeah, well, it's kind of funny. But anyways, Cabrini Green, she built beautiful apartments, a bunch of them, for low-income black people. Schools gave everything that, that's what it was. They tried to help people, and they just burned them down. They got burned down. Okay, so with that being said, I'm in sales, and I was working sales down in Chicago. I got a sales call. I was number one salesperson for a place. It's a whole other story. Anyways, I get an address. This is what happened. I have to go to a payphone. This was before cell phones. Yeah, it wasn't burned. No, it was. Anyways, this is. Yeah, the people now again. Yeah. Anyways, they're talking about Reiner's murder. Another joke. I mean, yeah, it's just, the guy needs to be right now arraigned. He's not being arraigned. He ain't getting out of jail, so it's a good thing. And they're blaming it on drug addiction and alcoholism. Yeah, big surprise. It's everybody else's fault, not his. Anyways, so I go downtown, south side of Chicago. First thing that happens, I'm on my way down there. I was about 20 years old, 21. I had a brand new car that I paid for. I paid for it. Well, my mom helped me. She co-signed. I was making the payments. Ma co-signed for the loan. It was a Honda CRX. And I'm down there in my brand new Honda CRX. I pull up to a stop sign. And I'm just stopping at a stop sign. Because, well, I have paid the law. It's a stop sign. And I'm down there. And 3 black dudes come running in my car. What do you want? What do you need? You want some rock? You need some crack? What do you need? I'm like, what the fuck is rock? Wait, no, I'm busy. I'm working here. Literally 3 black guys. I'm lucky I didn't get killed right there, right? So I just kind of was like, I'm out of here. I pull down. I get to the address. And it was an address. It was a little, Chicago house. It was a 3-story kind of where people lived. I got in. I went up. I knocked on the door. I went in. I sat with these people. They were very nice people too. The thing I remember about that was I sold them. I sold them what I was there to do. You looking for this? Okay. And as I was talking to the guy, I was sitting at the table. He asked, would you like a cup of coffee? I was like, yeah, I'll take a cup of coffee. I'm drinking coffee. The guy's sitting there. A cockroach runs across. Oh, wait. This gets better. A cockroach is walking across the table. The guy goes, and I'm like, and he's like, sorry. And he flips the cockroach off the table. Big black guy, by the way. And I'm like, it's all good. Sign here and I'll be back. I go out to my car, and I locked my keys in my car. So I'm like, fuck, what do I do? And I walk down the street. I literally walked down the street about 3, 4, maybe 5 city blocks. And I get down to the end of it, and all I see is eyes and teeth. And I'm like at the payphone, and I'm thinking, how do I get in my car? And I go into the payphone, and I'm thinking, well, and next thing you know, a cop car comes flying up. Right? Cop car comes flying up. Hey, how you doing? Cop car comes flying up on me in the booth. And again, I'm on the south side of Chicago. I'm the only white guy there. And everybody's looking at me like, what the fuck? And I got a suit on. And the cop pulls up, gets out of his car, and comes over and grabs me. And I'm like, what's going on? What do you, get in the car, opens the back door, throws me in the car. I'm like, again, don't fight the cops. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? What's good? He throws me in the car, and he goes, what the fuck are you guys doing? Yeah, dude. A guy's like, what the fuck are you doing here? What the fuck are you doing? I was like, I had a sales call. And it was right around dusk. And anyways, he throws me in the car. The cop throws me in the car. Starts screaming at me. As a cop. And I was like, why are you so pissed at me? He's like, do you know how fucking lucky you are right now that I saw you? I was like, no. He's like, you're lucky you're not dead. They were getting ready to fucking shoot the piss out of you. And I was like, why are you here? I was like, my car's up the road about 3 or 4 blocks. I left my keys in the car. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what he was like. And he pulls me up to my car. At that time, he had the Jimmy, he gets out, unlocks my car, says, get the fuck out of here. Don't ever come back to this part of town. You have no idea how lucky you are right now that I found you, that I saw you before they did you. He did. The cop saved my life. And I went, he goes, you tell, who gave you this call? I was like, I'm working for this company. And they're like, when you get back to that office, you tell them and everybody else, never come here. Don't ever come here again. I can't believe you're still alive. And well, I made it. And that's just one story. I've been there. Another good one when I went in, I was down doing the Taste of Chicago. Me and my buddy went to the Taste of Chicago, and we're walking down the street. We find a bar, and we just heard music. I don't know, you guys. I got a guitar sitting next there. I've been playing guitar my whole life, and I heard music, and I was like, let's go in here. We walked in, it was me and my buddy. We're the two white guys, bunch of black people. And this is the point here, okay? It's just everybody in the joint's black. Walked up, fake ID. Didn't even ask me for an ID. It was a picture of beer. And people are like, what the hell are you doing here? And my buddy goes, he's a musician. He just came here to listen to the music. And the band was smoking, really good blues band. And it was funny because there was a table of people sitting there and we didn't know where to sit. And they were like, what are you guys doing in here? And that's what my friend said. He's a musician. He came here, he liked the blues. Came here to listen to music. And sit down. And I'm going to tell you, that was one of the best times I had in my life. We sat at the table. Everybody in the joint was nothing but friendly. Nothing but friendly. They treated us with respect. We treated them with respect. We sat down. They actually bought us another pitcher of beer. And then we went and we listened to music for an hour and a half and drank a couple pitchers of beer and met some really cool people. And they were all very respectful and cool. It's not the color of your skin, unless you're on the south side of Chicago. Then it is. And it doesn't even matter to them because they're shooting each other anyways. And, the cops knew it. That was another great moment in my life where I realized, I just watched again, I just did a review of the movie Sinners. Great movie. I kind of want to cry now because people get the short side of the stick. It's not about the color of your skin, it's your attitude, it's what you do. And gun control and this and that, yeah. Whatever. These people traded us with nothing but respect and welcomed my friend and I into their bar. And I almost got up on stage with them, which this is not the first time this has happened. I have been on stage with some very talented people. If you don't know that, you haven't watched my videos. As a matter of fact, I said it earlier. I'm going to go live and play some guitar. We met a lot of these guys doing this, and a lot of them were really cool. And, yeah, there's bad people out there on both sides. Look at what just happened to Rob Reiner. His son was... Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck you doing here, white boy. Yeah, and then there was a white cop, too. He knew it. I actually was tripping balls and I stopped it one here. Yeah, that was funny. We were tripping balls. And, anyways, yeah, retract your question. I'm going to go back through. I'm going to read some of these comments. I learned a lot from my grandpa, who was captain of Portsmouth, Virginia Police Department back in the late 80s. Yeah. Just different, There's a guy I see here once in a while. I met him when I was bartending here, and nice guy. He came in and I was like, "That, what the fuck you doing here, black guy?" He was a nice guy too. Still friends. Once the Dems win the midterms and impeach Trump, they will investigate every person on Trump's. Oh, jeez, here we go. We got a Democrat, everybody. We got a Democrat here. The last two terms of Trump will be watching his team get purple walked one after the other. You're fucking hilarious. Go the fuck away, pal. Get the fuck off my page. You think that's gonna happen? You're out of your mind, stupid, or you're being sarcastic. Either way, that's a stupid comment. Yeah, you mean you're gonna try and impeach people again? How'd that work out the last time for you, pal? And who needs to get it? How about you mean like Democrats never threatened Republicans? They never threatened them, according to Jasmine Crockett, your savior, the one with the fake nails and all the money, and Nancy Pelosi. Well, she, never cheated anybody out of money. They never started, fake drugs and fake. They never cheated in the elections. Look at this guy. This is funny. He's funny. What a joke. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. Ignore this idiot. Or pay attention to him all you want, because I'm going to go with the polls. And the polls say that, guess what? Democrats ain't going to win. So, no chance in hell. We're going to go with no chance in hell, 56%. No, 11%. Yes, 33. And you're probably one of those 33% people. So, and you can't tell me why. What are they going to do? What propositions do the Democrats have? We'll wait patiently for you to just say, because we hate Trump. Because we hate everybody that doesn't hate Trump. Yeah. You love it. You know you love it. Fucking joke. Anyways, yeah, Democrat Party is done. So, and this guy is the proof of the pudding of why they are done. I'm gonna come here. Yeah, what are you gonna? Well, yeah, here. Why don't you answer this here? What are you gonna? How are you going to? What's the word you said? Investigate everybody on Trump's team. Yeah. How are you gonna get rid of him? What are you gonna do? Yeah, perp walked one after the other. Really, like they did with him. What was it? 94 felonies, 70 felonies, 32 felonies. Now, it's we'll put up fake pictures of him with. We'll change the pictures. Yeah, this guy. We'll change the pictures to make it from him standing with a bunch of models that were all models that were in whatever it was. It was and they're gonna change their faces to underage girls. You gonna do that? You gonna call them a pedophile? Yeah, what are you gonna do? Yeah, well, your buddy Biden was sniffing little girls' hair. I got multiple videos of putting his hands on them. Yeah, redacted picture, but it's been released. Yeah, it has been. Yeah, they show the truth. Yeah, they pulled it off because they put it on. They lied. That's what they do. That's what Democrats do. Lie, 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 lie. Bitch, moan, moan, moan. Hate Trump, hate Trump, hate Trump. Name one thing. Again, this guy here. Where is he? He's gone. One thing that Democrats did for this. Hey, how about this? How about you name one thing that Biden did? Nothing. How about you name? Yeah, well, he raised the prices of everything. He destroyed the country. He started wars. He took billions of dollars from China and Russia, and gave billions of dollars to Ukraine because he got kickbacks. Him and his son didn't pay a dime in taxes. Not a dime. Yeah, where is Trump? Or where is Biden, by the way? You seen him? No, but Kamala Harris is out there. There's another one. What did Kamala Harris do? Yeah, you see what they did the other day? They were out there. She did some freaking stupid thing. Why is she even out there? Anybody's going to vote for her. She didn't figure it out the first time. Did you see the map? Yeah, I saw the map. Red all across the entire country. Red. Except for California and Chicago. Every fucking state. Trump destroyed her. And they're still. Anyways, this guy. I love it. I really hope he was being sarcastic because it is really kind of funny that people are that stupid to believe what they say, but can't answer a question. And again, I asked this poll earlier about why they cut you off when you're talking. It's because it's what they do. They can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. That's funny. Wow. So, anyways, back to story time. It's gonna warm up here. Everybody's laughing at one of my posts and what I just said. Well, it's just too much fun for one night. Yeah, jeez. Doesn't get any better. And I still haven't heard what the Democrats said. What's your proposition? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna save the world? Let more illegal aliens in to vote? Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna stop fentanyl? You're gonna stop people from dying? You're gonna stop crime? No, you're not. You're gonna let more illegal aliens in. Well, you're not right now because the borders are closed. Borders are closed. Not one fucking illegal alien in the last 12 months coming through the borders. Not one. Maybe a few. They're probably sneaking around somewhere, but they get caught and then they get sent back. Not one, well, except for the Democratic cities where Chicago, California, where they're, lighting people on fire and stabbing them in the neck because these people are psycho fucking killers that have been let out on the streets. I told you my battery was going to die. I got 15%. So, yeah. And that poor girl. Jeez. Anyways, this is old news. Same shit. I haven't said anything about Syria. I love it, by the way. I love the fact they're not talking about Syria on the news right now. You know why they're not? Because they're sending in the Army Rangers and the Marines and people with big guns to take ISIS out. They are going to shove so much lead up their asses. It's not going to be fun for them. And you will hear about it. Maybe you won't. I guarantee it's going to come. Maybe Trump is going to do another. He was a good dog. He was a great dog. We sent the dog in, and yeah, he's going to fuck these people up. And that's why we voted him in. And that's why Kamala Harris isn't in. And that's why this guy who's talking about whatever. Yeah, whatever you're talking about. Done. Bye. See ya. Good luck. Anyways, I'm going to go back to the comments for a second here. Yeah, anyways, blame the man for donating and organizing a beauty pageant. Yeah, exactly. Yes, he did. That's right. You said it, a beauty pageant. That's what the pictures were. He was at a beauty pageant. He donated his money. He organized it. All the women were of legal age. They were beautiful women, yes, and he got a picture with them. Oh my God, heaven forbid. And, yeah, and well, they already do that. Women are already golding. My buddy's going through that right now. He just went through a breakup. She narcissistic, sociopathic fuck. He still got all her shit at his house. He keeps telling her, get it out of here. I told him, tell her you're going to start charging her storage. And that's what it is. And this is the Democratic mindset. Because most Democrats, even men, are women. I haven't met one Democratic man that isn't a woman in art. They don't even know what sex is. They don't know the difference between a penis and a vagina. And 90% of the people on my page that are Democrats are virgins. So they don't know the difference between a man and a woman. Again, I keep asking these questions. What is the difference between a man and a woman? I don't know. They can't tell you. Again, I'll ask it right now. What's the difference between a man and a woman? Oh, somebody's going to come here and call me a homophobe now. Watch. Attack me, call me a homophobe. And again, he said it to the last guy. He said, I'm a homophobe. I said, you know what? You can suck all the dick you want. I don't care. Just don't shove it down my throat. You know, LGBTQ. You know, I did this at a bar one day. I went in and it was the guy that owns the place. Well, he didn't own it. His father owned it. Great pizza joint here in town. Excuse me. Him and his lesbian friends, there was two lesbians from the golf course, and I know them. I've seen them. I played golf there. I was a member. It's a little golf course here in town. They were the two lesbian girls. They were actually, what they really were was, they were lesbians, but they, I know what they were. They were jobs. They were prison guards working at the female prison. Yeah, two women prison guards working at the female prison, which is, you know, in town, you know, not my town, in the city and close to here. And they'd show up and play golf. And, anyways, long story short, they're all sitting there talking LGBTQ crap. And all I said, yeah, I feel sorry for you, missed. I really do. It's not your fault. You can't think for yourself. I don't give a fuck what your political beliefs are, but you should know what's best for you and others. I don't know what that means. I don't know if you're talking to me or somebody else. Anyways, the two lesbians and the gay guy. They're sitting there talking all this LGBTQ, whatever they're talking about. I was like, and this is all I said. What is LGBTQ? They're like, oh my God, you don't know? I'm like, should I know? Lesbian, gay, blah, 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 blah. And they all got pissed at me because I didn't know. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that. Should I? I'm not gay. I'm not a virgin. You know, had plenty of women in my time. No, not gay. Should I know? And they attacked me. So I got a beer. I just got a beer too. I just went in. It was just about happy hour, and you know what I did? I threw a bill down, and I put my beer down, and I looked at him, and I left. I haven't been back since. I might have gone in there just like last time I went in was with a friend. He wanted to get a pizza. I told him I didn't want to go here, but I went in with him. We got a beer. Yeah, it was another thing. Went in, and that's a whole other story. Anyways, let's go back to the polls. Yeah, 56% say not a chance in hell. No, 11%. So that makes it 56 plus 11 is, what is that? 67% to 33%. So guess what? Democrats lose. Already knew that. There's no chance in hell they're going to win the midterms. Not a chance. Unless you vote for Jasmine Crockett. Yeah, I should put that up. That'll be my next thing. Jasmine Crockett. Yeah, who are you going to run for president? Jasmine AOC. Bernie Sanders again. He ain't going to get it. Kamala Harris? Really? And, Nancy Pelosi, she's out because they already called her out for being a lying piece of shit inside trader. First degree murder charge. Wow. Wow. You guys are funny. And it's funny, you see, I'm not on your page attacking. I don't go attack Democrats. I just say what I feel. I tell the truth. It's the difference. Last time I just went on a Democratic site, I get blocked. I get reported. Guess what? And then they shut down because they don't want to hear it. Of course, they don't want to hear it. Again, I'm going to ask you one more time. What have Democrats done for you? What have they done? Anything? Gas prices are down. Food's down. Eggs are down. I just filled my tank. With oil, and it cost me half the price it did last year under Biden. Half the price. My oil and my fuel went down. My electric went down because of President Trump, not because of him. And the gender identity, not even laughable. They don't know what gender is. They don't even know what a woman is. They don't know the difference between a man or a woman. I mean, I guarantee you a lot of people that attack me here are freaking have blue hair and a nose ring and somebody pissed me off and I'd rip their fucking nose ring out like nothing. I just grab it, pull it out, and they'd be like, and then nah, I really would. Here's a good story. I'm in a bar one night. I was call it working. A friend of mine had a bar, and I was just hanging, keeping an eye on things. And we go in the back, and she said, "Paul, come here. What's going on? Nothing. We do a shot, and just make me dinner." And anyways, we go. One night, I'm sitting at the bar, minding my own business, doing my thing. It's the place where I met the black guy, by the way, that I was talking about earlier, if you heard the story. Anyways, I'm sitting at the bar, and a girl and her boyfriend come in. They sit next to me, and it was a decent sized bar. I actually built the fucking bar there. I did. I built it. I put it together. I painted the place. I put the formica on the walls, all that crap in the bathrooms. Busted my ass put that place together, and that was before it went down, and then somebody else bought it, and then it went down again, and somebody else bought it. So I'm basically sitting at my bar, and that I put together, and I'm just sitting there minding my own business. I'm sitting there, and this girl and this guy sitting there, and I don't remember how it all went down, but he starts being a dick to her. The guy was being a dick, total dick to her. And I'm just listening. I'm minding my own business. And she was like, "Why are you being such a jerk?" And he's like, "Bah, bah, bah," to her. And I said, "I've had enough of this." And I stood up and I tapped him on the shoulder. I was literally right next to me. She's sitting here. He's sitting on the other side of her. I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, "Hey, motherfucker, why do you talk to me like that?" He's like, I was like, "No, talk to me like that, motherfucker." He didn't know what to say. And I'm not a big guy, by the way. I mean, I'm about right now 5'7". I weigh 185 pounds. No, I'm not fat, by the way. Maybe a gut right now, but I remind me of my friend. He has arms like Popeye. You know, just say the veins in my neck say it all. He looked at me. It's none of your business. I said, I told you one more time. Fucking talk to me like that, or get the fuck up and leave. Because if you don't, I'm gonna take you out and throw you in the dumpster. Well, he didn't know what to say back. Talk to her like that one more fucking time, I said to him, and I sat down, sat back down, and he didn't say a fucking word. They had a drink, they left. And was, I guess, if you want to call a part-time bouncer, and it was just funny. It was a couple months later. I was at the pizza joint where I was just telling you the story about you. You don't even know. You don't even want to go there. No, it's just a punch to the throat. I don't even bother with a jaw shot. I'll just punch you in the fucking throat. This guy, they leave. And then it's like 2 months later, I go into the pizza joint, like I said, with the lesbians and everywhere, where I was going. It used to be a cool place to go once in a while at happy hour. Have a beer and some mozzarella sticks. That was my thing. A beer, 2 beers, mozzarella sticks. This girl comes up to me and she's like, nah. This girl comes up to me. She's like, hi, Paul, how are you? And I'm like, do I know you? And she's like, well, you don't remember me? And I'm like, should I? She goes, yeah, I was at the bar one night with my boyfriend. He was treating me like shit. And you told him you were going to throw him in a dumpster. And I was like, okay, it's coming back. Fill me in. She goes, we left. He dropped me off. He wanted to come in. I broke up with him. Haven't seen him since. I just wanted to say thank you. And if it wasn't for you, I'd still be with him. He was abusive. I was like, it's coming back. I remember you now. I remember you. And she bought me a drink and we talked and she flirted. And I was like, I'm not interested. And she said to me, if it wasn't for you that night, thank you so much. I was like, hey, I'm glad I was there. How you doing? And then I wound up, she was a Democrat. She wound up being a Democrat. And anyways, that was enough. Long story short, I still see her once in a while. It's pretty simple. Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. I can't even remember her fucking name, but don't treat your girl like shit in front of people. Don't do it. If I saw that guy, haven't seen him. Maybe I have. If I do, I guarantee he ain't coming anywhere near me. He ain't coming anywhere near me. Fucking pussy. Treating her like crap in a bar. Wow. Anyways, that's another good story. I saw a friend of mine at the bar, and her and her boyfriend were there, and he's a piece of work. He drinks Kahlua and cream. What kind of guy drinks Kahlua and cream? Really? And she's a hot shit. I like her. She's cute. Nice little body on her. She's a little kind of creepy, weird, multiple personality kind of girl. But when I met her, the minute I met her, I liked her. And then I saw her not too long ago and her boyfriend, which I never liked him again, he drinks Kahlua and cream. It's not that I didn't like him. It was just, who drinks Kahlua and cream? What man drinks Kahlua and cream? You know, give me a fucking scotch on the rocks, or vodka and tonic, something, gin and tonic. You know, give me a bottle of fucking Johnny Walker red and blue or whatever. And she was talking down to her, and I was with my friend, and he said, dude, just be forewarned. And he looked at me, he shook his head and put his head down. He's like, I know what's going on. And I just got up and I said, hey, and she got up. I said, hey, you want to go have a cigarette with me? And she was like, I'm good. And she literally walked out. So I waited a little bit. I went outside to smoke a butt, and she came back in, and she, as she was coming back in, she went out to her car. She came back in, she looked at me, she goes, thanks, Paul. I was like, hey, anytime. And the kid didn't say a fucking word after that. Again, don't treat women like crap in a bar. Not the right place to do it. And Crown straight usually. Yeah, I'm doing vodka shots right now. So, anyways, I mean, you're right. No. I mean, don't get me wrong. I got a couple of scars. Last time I got an MRI on my head, the doctor goes, "You got a lot of old injuries." I know, old injuries. Anyways, it's getting dark out here. I ain't gonna put the lights on. So my phone's dying. So, you guys, thanks for the poll action. I already kind of knew that. Yeah, I don't know. He put the lights on and keep going. This is kind of fun. I'm kind of having fun with this. It's nothing on tonight. It's Tuesday. No football. Just living life. I'm gonna go turn the light on so you guys can see me and make fun of my beard. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Stick around, my friend. Stick around. I'm enjoying the conversation. The cats are too. Get away. Move it. Get off my feet. Oh, shit. Crap. Oh, fuck. Fuck. There you go. So, anyways, I'm back. Should I start a new poll? We already learned from that poll what was happening. You want to do a shot? You got any Crown? I haven't had a shot in a while. It's been about an hour and a half. So you think? What time? Yeah. Hour and a half. So that's what we do. Salute. Boom. Gotta keep the energy going, right? Anyways, like I said, I want to plug in too. Wait, I'll come back later and do guitar. I think it's later. Play some music. Sorry, hairball. Yeah, this is how you get rid of a hairball. Again, they're not talking about Syria. I like that. I told them, don't talk about it. And I am watching conservative news, so they're not talking about it. I can't believe what has happened in the last 2 days with the murders and attacks, and I can't even put on MSNBC or CNN. This guy's back. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Uneducated. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Uneducated MAGA. My IQ, my cats, all my 18, whatever your number is. Why don't you tell us what Democrats have done? Name one thing. What have you done other than bash MAGA people? And you don't even know what MAGA means. Make America great again? That's a bad thing? Really? What voters act like? What? At least I am a voter registered. At least I'm not an illegal alien. I'm not taking your tax money. You're taking mine. Yeah. And by the way, what's it like being a virgin? Tell us. Please fill us in. We'd like to know what it's like being a virgin. What? Would you take a chance there? Would you take the cock out of your mouth for a few minutes? Never mind. I shouldn't say that. Anyways. Look at this guy. He just keep going. And then they say, I'm triggered. Yeah. Hey, tell me something you're going to do better. What is Jasmine Crockett going to do for Texas? Can you tell me? Thank you. Yes. Listen to my friend here. He's saying it all. That user. Yeah, he's saying it exactly. Come here legally. He's this guy here, missed call. He's the type of guy that's going to say, deport Melania. She came here legally. She came here. She got a green card. She worked. She did what she had to do. She went back to her country, refiled the paperwork every time. What has this guy done? I want to see one thing. He's not going to answer. I can guarantee that. He can't answer a question. What have the Democrats done? Name one thing the Democrats have done recently for anybody in this country. Anybody. What'd they do? Let them in illegally, give them a bunch of money, give them driver's licenses to drive trucks and kill people? You want me to go? Want me to tell you what Republicans have done, pal? I'll give you a chance to answer first. And then when you don't answer, I'll go and tell you what Republicans have done. MAGA? I'm surprised you didn't call me a maggot. It's usually what you guys got. You're going to call me a name. You're going to come here and attack me. I really hope this guy's being sarcastic and making it easy for me, because it really just made it real easy for me. He's not going to answer. Guarantee. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's not. He's probably old enough to, live with his mothers and whoever they are. It's probably. Don't bother with the guy. Don't even bother. Don't give him the time of day. Wasting your time, man. You are wasting your time. What's going on, my friend Dorothy? Shelly. I'll call you Shelly. I don't want to tell people your real name. What's happening? Hot stuff. Anyways, it's getting interesting. It's getting funny. It's getting funny. I bet she could answer a question. I bet if I asked her a question, she would answer it. Unlike the guy that just bashed me again because he told his son that I'm an uneducated MAGA supporter. That's right. Damn straight. Fucking make America great again, bitch. I just asked this guy here. I'll go back to what he said. I showed the stream to my son to show him what uneducated MAGA voters act like. And I said, what have Democrats done for our country? Name one thing. What have Democrats done for our country? Name one thing. Can you name one thing? I know you can. I know what the answer is. Not a zilch, zip, nothing. Bashed Trump for 8 years. Stole an election. Started a fake virus. Killed my friend. Killed my brother. Yeah. And this guy still hasn't answered. So feel free to, you can answer what did Kamala Harris do? What did Joe Biden do? What did anybody do from the Democratic side for us? What are my thoughts on Trump? He's doing a great job. He's doing what he said he was going to do. He shut down the border. He lowered energy prices. He put tariffs on other countries. He is blowing up and stopping drug cartels. He's going to fuck Syria and ISIS right up the ass with some really cool shit. They're going to have a lot of, they're running right now, scared, by the way. What else is done? He is, let's see, let me continue. Lowered crime. Again, deported a bunch of illegal criminals. Deported them. Out of here. You're out of here. How many? Was the last time you heard about a girl getting raped from a illegal alien? When was the last time? When is it? When's the last time? Anybody? That's what Trump's done, and that's just the beginning. He's only been in for less than a year. He is, the economy is doing a lot better than it was. The 401ks are up. The best numbers ever in on the Dow, the Jones, everything's up. It's all the numbers are up. Okay. So again, you're gonna. Where'd you see a UFO? Somebody said they saw a UFO. Yeah. Yeah, you're seeing one here, buddy. Saw one? What did it look like? Was it a disc? Was it a light? Was it a moon? Anyways, I know what UFOs look like. So good. Thank you for changing the subject because dude's still not here, and we're gonna wait. Got some more people coming back. What's going on, Zachy? What are you guys up to? Anything good? What's the weather like? A little chilly here. It's gonna warm up tomorrow. Looking forward to it. I got some ice I gotta get rid of. So, anyways, yeah, nobody answered my questions. So they come back with asking questions. And that I answer. See, I can answer a question. You're drawing? Why? Don't sell yourself short. You mean you're drawing? Like artistry? Yeah, you see the shit behind me. That's my mom's stuff. I draw too. Yeah, it is. It's well, hey, we got that cold weather coming in from the Arctic. Yeah, still, where's the asshole? Never mind. It's not worth it. I ain't gonna go back to the comments to find idiot. He's probably gone. What are you drawing, Shelly? Dorothy. Don't sell yourself short. Keep trying. Yeah, I could grab a pad. I got one right here. I actually bought a couple of pads. I got some pens. You know what I miss is I used to draw a lot. So I play guitar now because it's what I wanted to do. I was pretty good at drawing and painting, and my mom helped me with that. Mom, see the three faces? I'll give you a close up here. Those are the three faces. That's the naked lady. I have a couple of other paintings of hers. But, anyways, never mind. Sorry about that. Let me hit the button. Yeah, you know what? Just, you know, it's funny because, I like drawing too. And it's fun. And it's what it is. Just draw. Draw something, you know? Pick up a pencil or a pen or yeah. I just picked up a few pads and I was just telling my friend I wanted to go to the art store and get a sketch pad and some pencils because I used to draw in pencil and I do it in pen too. Don't get me wrong. Again, painted. I used to do watercolors. My mom was oil, and uh, I did a few watercolor paintings, and when I was drawing with pencil, it was fun. I actually she saved my sketch pads from when I was a kid, and it was pretty cool to see because she taught me, she helped me, and again, uh, there's an art to it. There's no doubt. And there's natural talent, and you got it, but it doesn't happen overnight. It's the same thing with the guitar. I got people asking me to give them lessons. I can't teach you. I had a friend of mine. Another story. Oh, my glasses keep falling back on my face. And a guy, he asked me. I played uh, a few gigs, and he would show up, and then I played with him because I was doing open mics, and he would show up. Good guy. He wound up being a very talented guitar player, and he asked me to give him lessons, and I said, "Yeah, come on over." And what are you going to charge me? I said, 6 pack and a bone. That is my going rate. 6 pack and a bone. And you know what? We came over with a 6 pack and a bone, and we smoked some dope, drank a few beers, and I told him I can't teach you. He was good, and you know what? He wound up playing with a really good band. Did a lot more than I did. I'll give him. I'll give him everything, and then some. I still smoke him on guitar, but I smoke pretty much everybody on guitar. It's what I do. And I smoke people on guitar, and that's what I do. I've played with some really good people in the day. I actually was on stage with Ray Davies one night in Manchester, New Hampshire, and that was fun. I played with a really good guy at the time. He was a famous guy, and of course Ray Davies from the Kinks, if you know who he is. Like a dog bone. Yeah, exactly. No, like a fatty. Bring me a fatty. Well, not a chick. You're not a fatty, are you, Shelly? Anyways, well, that's the thing with pencils. It's where you get pencils. Work with pencils, charcoal, whatever. So you did watercolor too. But anyways, I love it, honey. That was cute. Like a dog bone. I gave the dog a bone. Don't get me going about dog bones because my neighbor killed my dog and he's gone now. Good for him. Jesus Christ, saved me a prison sentence, that cocksucker. He did. He saved me a prison sentence by dying because I really took everything I had not to go over there. Well, either beat the living fuck out of him. And he did. He killed my dog, that son of a bitch. Killed my dog. Anyways, shit. What do you do? Do what you love. Don't let these idiots get you down. Because that's what they want to do. They want to drag you down. They just want to drag you down over and over and over again. Every time you say something that hurts them or makes them look like idiots. Not hard to do lately. I mean, look at Jasmine Crockett. Talk about making herself look like an idiot. Nancy Pelosi looking like an idiot. To see those videos, Jesus Christ, these people just don't give up. And they got nothing. They got absolutely nothing. Again, I've asked 13 times. What have the Democrats done? Can anybody tell me? Nope. Ain't gonna happen. Because you didn't do shit. Not one Democrat did shit for the American people. Nothing. What they do? Take your tax money and give it to illegal aliens. That's what they did. Yep. $3,500 a month? Really? Free food and phones and clothes. It's funny. I just took 5 shots today, actually. 5 shots in my shoulder and one in my arm. Actually feels better too, by the way. It worked. Jeez, right now I would be complaining about pain. It worked. My doctor hooked me up. She's a great doctor. I like her. No, actually, she did. She was talking about steroids, and then we went with lidocaine. So she also said we're gonna, see how it works. I got some muscle relaxers too. I got a, I got a bad disc in my neck, which we already did that one. That was the orthopedic people. This was my PC. I told you my phone was gonna die. 5%. No, I got tizanidine is what it's called. She told me to take it tonight. She told me of it, and it works because I have restless leg syndrome, and it's very simple. Not a lot of side effects. So, yeah, sure. What's up? I saw the thing. My friend Shelley says, wait, but quick question. No, tizanidine is the one. I'll show it to you. It's, right here. Tizanidine. I got about, 4, 5, 6 pills left. She told me to take one tonight and then tomorrow. She said, keep doing it. That would be AOC. That's why they put directions on a shampoo bottle. I love that. That's what was that? He's great. I love him. He's so funny. He nails it every time too. That'd be AOC. This is why they put directions on a shampoo bottle. AOC. Yeah. Fucking dumbass. Jasmine Crockett probably doesn't know. Well, she doesn't use shampoo. She has a wig. Her and what was the other one with her wig? The other one wears a turban. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. God, you fucker. That was awesome. That is so fucking funny. This is why we put directions on a shampoo bottle. That's right. I didn't need directions this morning. I took a shower, washed my head twice. Pretty simple. I didn't need directions to shave or trim my beard either. It's like, how do you use toilet paper? Bought a new deodorant. Said remove cat, push up bottom. I'll be waiting. Holy shit. You know what I got? I got a bag of, this is what I got, a bag of Sour Patch Kids. You know what they say about these? They start off sour and they wind up sweets. And speaking of that, I think I'll eat one. Shit, my jaw's sour. Now it's sweet. Shit. You know who doesn't know how to use deodorant? People that are losing a race. That's who doesn't know how to use deodorant. I've got mine somewhere. Where is it? Oh, here. Go. Old Spice. Got it right on my table. Funny you said that. I did laundry last night and I had to clean my Sour Patch Watermelon Kids. Can't beat them. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're talking, baby. Now you're talking. Well, you're a girl. You secret. I actually have my friend gave me I don't know why. He had extra deodorant and stuff, and he gave me a gift bag. Good guy. Yeah. Yeah. How about how to drink vodka? Yeah. Oh, this is great. You'll love this. Shelly, you will love this. I was at the store today, and a guy was looking at bitters. And, I bartended for, God, 35 fucking years. Here you go. It's funny. He's old guy looking at bitters. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you getting bitters for? He goes, thinking about making an old fashioned. That's a drink if you have never had one. I looked at him, I said, get these ones right here. Orange aromatic bitters. This is what you want. He said, by the way, will you whiskey? He's like, yeah. She's like, I wanted to do an old fashioned, which is a good drink, by the way. Last time I made one, it was funny. It was not too long ago. So I told him, look, it was funny. There was the girl there was listening. He said, you take an orange and a cherry, a little sugar, get some soda water, dump a little in there, muddle it. What do you mean muddle? You need a muddler. And a muddler is it's a wooden thing you put and crunch the cherry and the orange down into the sugar with just a splash of soda water. Then you fill the glass and you use a rocks glass, not a 16 ounce or something like that. And then you muddle it and you mash it all down. You put ice on top. Well, this is what's funny about this. I'm telling this guy how to make an old fashioned, and he's buying bitters. He doesn't even know what kind to get. And I was like, dude, here's what you want. This is how you make it. And he's like, I haven't had one forever because, well, apparently he probably sat in a bar and had one. Maybe he was making for his wife, or I don't know. But I told him how to make it. And somebody was listening. And I went through the process and told them, build the ice, little bitters on top, pour your whiskey, top of the ice, top with soda. You got an old fashioned. And the girl looked at him and looked at me and she goes, that's how you make an old fashioned. So that's what it is. It's very simple. Not that tough. No, and then it went to somebody talking about a Southern Comfort Manhattan. That was the girl that said, I like Southern Comfort Manhattans. And I said, that's funny. You do a dry, right? She goes, well, yeah, Southern Comfort Sweet. Yeah. And funny story. I bartended one day. Place I worked for 4 years. They hired a 21-year-old manager for the front of the house. She kept coming in the bar and busting my balls. And then one night she got off. She comes in. She goes, can I have a Southern Comfort Manhattan? So I was like, yeah. Boom. Here. This is how you make a Southern Comfort Manhattan. Boom. Chill the Southern Comfort. Chill the glass. Manhattan straight up. Yes. Or martini. I mean, Southern Comfort. Yeah. No, Manhattan. It's not a martini. It's a Manhattan. So I make the Manhattan. I go, boom. I chill it. Little dry vermouth. I throw it in the glass, chilled glass. I pour it. I throw a lemon, uh, not a wedge, a twist. So when you cut the lime or the skin off the lemon, it's a twist. Squeeze it, boom, rub it around the rim, throw it in the glass. Here you go. She goes, what the hell is that? You just asked for a Southern Comfort Manhattan. She's like, oh, Southern, it's supposed to have a cherry and blah, blah. Well, I go, actually, Southern Comfort Sweet. If you wanted a sweet Southern Comfort Manhattan, you should have said so. Then I would have put, red vermouth, which any Manhattan or martini, anything like that, very little vermouth. I said, you should have asked for sweet. Well, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, so now the fight starts. And oh my God. So I told her again, look, it's Southern Comfort Sweet. You got to do this. She's still arguing with me. And I pull the Southern Comfort bottle out of the rack. I don't know if it was down here or up here. I just went off the bar. I was like, here. And I flipped it. And right on the back of a bottle of Southern Comfort tells you how to make a Southern Comfort Manhattan. It's dry vermouth. It's a lemon twist. There is no cherry in the Southern Comfort Manhattan. Unless you ask for it sweet. And she didn't know what to say. So, anyways, that was a free Manhattan for me. I dumped it in my glass. I was like, there you go. Now I'll make you a sweet Southern Comfort Manhattan. So I got a free Manhattan. You know how many fucking drinks that people would be like, I don't like it. I had somebody come up once. It was funny, man. I was good at it. Somebody came up and said, this drink doesn't taste right. And I was like, I stuck my finger and tastes good to me. That's what it is. I'm gonna make it again, anyways. Okay, whatever. It's what it was. And every time I stuck my finger in the drink, I dump it in my glass and keep working till 2 a.m. I watch people bitch and moan and find something wrong. Yeah, so those are my tips to you young bartenders out there. Fuel for the machine. I used to say that to one of my owners. What it is. I actually got caught drinking behind the bar once. The owner was like, you can't drink. What are you doing? You're drinking my profits. It's like, dude, I'm drinking your crappy fucking rock gut vodka. What do you want from me? Look at the cash drawer. Son of a bitch, too, he goes. Well, how much money did we make tonight? Here you go. Stacking hundreds on the bar. The fuck away from me. He goes, well, you can't drink. Well, guess what? About 2 weeks later, I was like, fuck this. I had a drink, and they were like, we've been watching you. I was like, yeah, of course, I know there's cameras. What do you think, I'm fucking stupid? I got I'm drinking your crappy. I'm not drinking the 3 olives. I'm not drinking the fucking Absolute. I'm drinking your crappy bar vodka. And I would actually bring in a nip or 3. Usually 3. I'd stop at the bar on the way there, and this guy bitching at me this night about you drank my vodka. I was like, I'm out of here. He was shut down in 2 fucking months. Done, out of here. See ya. Bye. You know what he said to me one night too? That cocksucker, motherfucking cocksucker, said to me, what did he say? Anyways, doesn't matter. He didn't last very long. Not the first time that's happened. Shut the fuck up. Get out of my face. Your bar's packed. Everybody's happy. Everybody's buying food and drinking. And guess what? That's how I do it. I can't do it anymore. I wish I could. My knees and my back. Couldn't do it. I wish I could. I kind of miss it. It was fun, bartender. I liked running bars. It was a good time. As a matter of fact, I got people that keep asking me to open restaurants. Nah, I ain't doing it. I don't have the energy or the want or the will or the backing, the money. Fucking glasses. Don't have it. Don't want it. Don't want to do it. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't smoked all day today, by the way. Speaking of which. Of course. Bring it. I think I saw the number earlier. I was looking at the clock. It's at 4:20. I had a doctor's appointment today, though. So, and I got a bunch of shots in my trap. I had a bunch of lidocaine and what did they give me? 2 painkiller. It was I think they give you for migraine headaches, and what's the other one? Kidney stones. Anyways, yeah, I'm supposed to put a heating pad on and take my muscle relaxer, but it's still early, so I'm gonna stay up for now. But yeah, what was it? Toradol. That's what she gave me. A Toradol shot. So my arm's sore from the Toradol shot. Still sore from but she did say it might take a couple times. I got a residual pain from a pinched nerve going down my neck, and she said it might take a couple of rounds. She put like 5 shots in my back though, on my shoulder, not my back, my trap. Muscle here was all tightened, and yeah, she even felt it. She said, "Yeah, you need some shit in there." She did it. I don't have to go to orthopedics, so whatever. Trying to stay away from the cortisone. She did mention we'll keep with this for now, and then she didn't want to go with steroids, but it's gonna happen. I think she already knew that. She was smart about that. She said, "We're gonna try this first." She said, "I don't want to put steroids into you." And I said, "Fine, just do it." It's cool. So there you go. That's the difference between a good doctor and a bad doctor. I gotta go back. Here's a good one. I said I have to go in for a physical. Okay. So I don't have to, but she said, "Yeah, you should have your physical." Not a care, blah blah blah. So I said, "Okay." I go. I asked her, "Are you gonna stick a finger in my ass?" And she goes, "No." And I said, "Well, that's good because if you did, I'd have to make you take me out to dinner first." She laughed. That's why she's a good doctor. She laughed. Anyways, let's see. We got some. Yes, we are 420 friendly. Restaurants are, yeah, they are now. And you know what? I have watched 9 restaurants shut down just in my town alone, and it's a small town. I have seen restaurants shut down over and over again. And you know what? The ones that shut down, it's funny. The ones that I worked at, that after I left, they shut down. Really? Historical Restoration Company out of Virginia. Okay. Yeah. Oh shit. I've been there. I've been to Washington. I've been to Virginia. Actually, my 8th grade trip there. No, it's funny. Uh, my urologist, he keeps wanting me to go in for scans and this and that. It's like, dude, just leave me alone. No. And you know what it is? I'm a cash cow. I have insurance. And they just keep saying, you should come do this and come do that. Really old churches, stained glass. That's cool, man. That's impressive. Hard work to do too. It's funny, hard work to do. I am never going to profess to be a carpenter. I'm a painter. I've done a lot of painting in my life. My father was a painter. I learned how to paint when I was young, and then I went back into it. After I quit bartending, I was painting because I got sick of bartending. So I could play at night, by the way. So I could play guitar at night. I could play at night because if I bartended, I couldn't be in a band. I started my band and I started getting gigs. Uh, that's fun. Tell me more about that. Lead abatement. Okay. I'll see. I've gotten rid of some what do you call it? Asbestos stuff, shingles mostly. I basically deal with the customers. They get rid of it. But here's a good story like this. We did somebody had aluminum siding, wanted to go to vinyl, and we did the whole house. It was a 3-story house. Me and my buddy did it. Whole place, wrapped everything, did metal, all got rid of all the aluminum, went to vinyl. And then at the end of the day, when we're finally done, we had a big giant pile of aluminum. Ha! Big giant pile. And the people that hired us were like, well, what are you going to do with that? That wasn't part of the deal. We're not junk removal. And this is funny. So the woman's like, well, we need to get rid of it. Can you get rid of it? And my buddy's like, just poking me on the shoulder, saying, shut up. Don't say nothing. I got this. And he's like, yeah, we can get rid of it. It's going to cost you $400. We'll remove it all. Take it to the dump. It's going to take us a couple loads. So what do? We pull in the truck. We load it all up. We take it to the dump. We made like $1,500 that day. It was like 4 hours work too. And we just loaded the truck, took it to the dump, weighed the truck. Aluminum. That was when it was worth money. I don't know what it's worth now, but it was funny. Yeah, yeah, lead abatement. Yeah, you know, it's most of the places they do now are not a lot of lead work. So yeah, so you're in Virginia and Washington. Yeah, a lot of old places. Yeah, Arlington Cemetery. Okay, Lee's. You guys, you read it so I don't have to, please. Yeah. Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. I knew where you were going there, man. No kidding. No kidding. That's a badge to put on your shoulder, brother. That's a badge right there to do work like that. That is a badge. It's funny, when COVID hit, my friend and I, well, my friend, uh, uh, we started rebuilding boats. We bought and resold boats, and we did that during the Biden years, during right after COVID, and we were going out and buying boats, and then refinishing them, and I mean refinishing them, That's what it was. 12 footers, polishing them up. Old Starcrafts and motors too. Did a lot of. My friend was good at the motors. Yeah, we did boats. That's what we did. Yeah, actually, I've he's got. I made some money. He made some money, and we go fishing. So he was not into fishing, and then all of a sudden he became into fishing. Kept telling him, "Let's go fishing. Let's go fish." I don't like fishing, And now he's got a brand new Sun Dolphin. It's a big one. It's so I think 35 horse, 40 horse, something like that. Merc on the back. We were doing 15 horse uh, Evinrudes and rebuilding them, taking them apart and putting them back together and getting them running. People like, my motor don't run. And I learned how to rebuild motors with him and get them running. And it was fun. Fiberglass and porcelain. Yeah, okay. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And it's funny because people, I think it's, if you know what you're doing, there's money in it. And again, we picked up some old aluminum bolts, and you put a buffer on and wax, the cleaner, and boom, shine that thing up, make it look like brand new. Put wood seats in it. Redid the seats with wood. I imagine it is. Yeah, he's talking about stained glass. Yeah, my mom, I have stained glass in my house right now. My mom used to make stained glass windows, and she did very well at it. She was very talented. Again, the three faces, the flower behind me. She did stained glass too. She also was a sign painter. She would hand paint signs. People would, I need a sign. She would do what do you call it? It wasn't a. She would paint your name on the side of your door of your car, and what do you call it? Do lines down the car, trim work, and stuff like that. She was very good at it, and I learned a little bit from her doing that. And I was just talking to uh, my friend uh, Dolores. She was talking about drawing. My mom did a lot of things like that, and but stained glass, that was one thing that she was very good at, and she would make giant, stained glass windows for people. That's a good payout. Yeah, nice, brother, nice. That's a good payout right there. Yeah. Well, money's definitely going up in the business, that's for sure. And it's hard to find number one good workers. I mean, I just put a bid in on a house a while back, and I told her 7,000, and she, oh, what do you mean $7,000? Fucking do it yourself. And she was like, well, how about this? I'll do the trim, and no, that's not the way it works. I ain't playing around. I'm not climbing up ladders, and everything's on me. Yeah, no. Well, that's exactly why my friends. I have a couple friends who are contractors that are, very good. Yeah, yeah, they're. I was just gonna say, you took the words out of my mouth, man. Uh, my buddy is a carpenter. He'll build you a garage like that. It's funny. This is how this works. Knowing people, you know. I just bought my house not too long ago, and I had my porch was falling apart. He came here. One of my friends bought the lumber for me. Another friend came here. Within 2 days, we had my whole porch rebuilt like that. Didn't charge me a dime, not one fucking dime. And it all comes back. It all goes forward. He comes here. I make him dinner. We go out for a few beers. I also pay him to play in my band. My friend, my drummer, great contractor, hardworking motherfucker, ex-military, and my other friend owns a campground. He did, so good by me. These guys knew that I had shit on my plate, and they came and helped. This is what friends do. This is what friends do. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Fast food are cheap. And you know what? It's funny because the last time he came over, I made him a really nice dinner. He's like, damn, this is like gourmet. You had it coming. And he brought the whiskey. I'm not drinking. He was like, no, you drink the whiskey. But yeah, he brought scotch or whiskey. I don't remember what it was, but he's a scotch drinker. So, the last time he came over after that, he was like, you got anything to drink? I was like, fuck yeah. Of course I do. What do you want? I got vodka. Good enough? Hell yeah. Like I said, I paid him many times to come and play with me. And we always had a good night. It was always a good night. Even though we had to drive and get back home and all that fun stuff. Uh, he made decent money, free food, free booze. It's in my ledger. That's one thing when I do play a gig out. In my ledger. You give my guys a couple of shots and a meal and pay us good cash. Cash and carry. Wow, funny. It's funny, I like talking to you guys. I haven't smoked a cigarette for, God, it's been a while. I've been here for over 2.5 hours. Wow. My phone's gonna die, guys. So, once again, I appreciate the love. I'll be back too. I'll plug in my phone. What's the 5? What time is it? Is the 5 on yet? Oh, it's already on. It's on right now. Okay. It's still doing crap. Yeah, I wanted to watch the 5. It's 5:30, right? Yeah. Still talking about all this crap. I like watching the 5. Anyways. Yeah, and again. Hey, liberals, guess what? The votes matter. Even though uh, half the people that come here are liberals. Not a chance in hell. 46%. Democrats, no, we're going to go 50 plus 46. What's that? 50. Well, it's 56 plus 5 is 61%, 38%, 62%. Yes, the Democrats lose, and 38% and they win. So there you go. Boo, boo. Yeah, that's what I heard with Nancy Pelosi talking. What was it, yesterday or today? I don't know. I didn't see the whole video yet. I did hear about it. I just watched some of it. Anyways, that'd be a fun thing. I just told my buddy. That's fine. Take it easy. Great talking to you. Come back. You know where to find me. Speaking again, $50,000 on the guy in Rhode Island. I'm not far from there. I told my buddy we should go down and find a cocksucker. We'll split the money. He's gone. He's long gone. He ain't nowhere near Rhode Island right now. Nowhere near it. That guy is long gone. But it would be fun to find him. $50,000. That's a lot of money. Split it up between two of us. Yeah. That wouldn't be too bad. 25 grand a piece. I'd take that all day. I wouldn't even think about it. I wouldn't even think about it. Yeah. Split it up. Oh, shit. Damn it. Ugh. It was supposed to work. Didn't work. I'm gonna go back. She said call her in a couple days. Let me know how I feel. I'll try to call her tomorrow and tell her how I feel. Still hurts. Just trying to stay away from the. Dude, you gotta tell me your name so I know what to talk to you. I can't call you at user. Tell me your name. My contracts lose me employees even though I pay full time for finishing early. They still get tied up when your next contract is ready. Well, that's why I work for myself, man. If I pay for somebody to work with me, that's why if I haven't worked in a while, but if I do use somebody, I don't put them on the books. It's what it is. It's cash and carry. But I haven't done it in a while, so I wish I could. I can't get up a ladder right now. My body ain't gonna let me up a ladder, especially a 24-footer. Imagine just carrying it. Well, that aluminum's fine, but I can't get up a ladder, and I also been having seizures, which dangerous to be on a ladder, especially high above the ground.